Again and again. How are you, my smart students? Today we wanted to complete Chapter 7, Lesson 2, What is a Solid? What is a solid? Before that, let's revise what do you mean by matter? Matter takes up space and has mass. Matter takes up space and has mass. We said we have three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, liquid, and gas. We started yesterday with a solid. So what do you mean by solid? Or what is a solid? A solid is a state of matter that has its own shape and its own size. It has fixed shape. We wanted to know more about the solid and how can we measure solid? How can you measure solids? In the beginning, what is the length? What is the length? People use tools when they measure objects. They measure the length, width, and height of solid objects by using tools. Today I wanted to talk about different measuring tools. First, we wanted to review what these measuring tools are and how we can use them. Then we're going to look at some objects and choose the correct tool to measure these objects. In the beginning, we wanted to talk about a ruler. A ruler. A ruler is used to measure shorter objects. So I use the ruler to measure short objects. Like what? Like the door? Uh-oh, no. Like your eraser? Yes, because the eraser is a small thing. So, any short object, we use the ruler to measure the length of it. So, a ruler is used to measure shorter objects. We have also a metric stick or a tape measure. It's used to measure longer objects. So, can I use the metric stick to measure the eraser? Yes, I can, but I can use the ruler. It's easier for me. So, why I use it? Can I use it to measure the door, the length of the door? Yes. So I use the metric stick to measure the longer objects like the door. We have units of length. The first unit is a centimeter. A centimeter. How we write a centimeter? Centimeter. Good job. A centimeter is a unit of length. Only a centimeter is a unit of length? No, we have also an inch. An inch is also a unit of length. Some rulers measure in both centimeters and inches. Look here. What is the length of highlighter? Look at the highlighter here. It's shorter object or longer object? It's shorter than my pencil, so it's shorter object. So I will measure the length of the highlighter. I will see it's beginning from here and it's end here, so 8. 8 what? 8 inches? No, 8 centimeters. Which tool can you use to measure the length of your table? My table is short object or long object? Yes, I hear you. Good job. A table is long object. So I use the metric stick to measure the table. So write metric stick. Good job. Now I wanted to show you here some measurement tools. The first one, metric stick. This is metric stick. Do you remember it? Yes, we took it in the first term. Good job. We use it to measure longer objects. We have also the plastic tape. You have this one in your home? Yes, I think so. A plastic tape, we use it to measure the curved object, not the straight one. Here we have metal tape measure. We have metal tape measure. We use it to measure the huge objects. Your daddies have this one? Yes, I think so. So this is metal tape measure. And the last one, ruler. Do you have a ruler? Yes, I think so. And you have the ruler in the school too. Good job. We will know more about these measurement tools, but after this slide. We said we have measurement units, and we said also some rulers measuring both centimeters and inches. Look, centimeter and inches. And here we have metal tape measure. We have inch and centimeter. And here we have inches. Look at this video and focus with us. The first tool we wanted to talk about it, the ruler. A ruler, we use it to measure small things or shorter objects. We use it to measure the color, pencil, eraser, and the sharpener. The second one we have metric stick. Metric stick. We use the metric stick to measure bigger things or longer objects. So we can use it to measure the door, the table, and the chairs. So we use it to measure the longer objects. Look, we use it to measure the table. The third one, the plastic tape measure. The plastic tape measure is unique one. You know why? Because we use it to measure the curved objects. Look here, because we can bend it. So you can use it to measure your hips. So any round objects, we can use the plastic tape measure to use it, to measure it. The last one, metal tape measure. The metal tape measure, we use it to measure the very big objects like your houses, your cars, your daddy's car, and the mosques. Now I want you to help Steve measure different things in his house. Pick the most suitable tool for each measurement. We will start with this picture. What is this? Mail. is the nail? Short object or long object? So the nail is short object. We use the ruler to measure it or the metal tape measure. Can you answer me? Okay, we will think. The metal tape measure, we use it to measure the very big objects. So this one is short object. So I cannot use the metal tape measure to measure it. So can I use the ruler to measure the length of the nail? Yes. Why? Because the nail is short object. Look here. I have a bowl. Which tool is the most suitable to measure the bowl? The bowl is curved object. Can I use the metric stick to measure the bowl? Oh, no, because the metric stick, we use it to measure the straight objects. So this is incorrect. But can I use the plastic tape measure to measure the ball? Yes, because the ball is round shape and it's curved. So I can use the plastic tape measure because we use it to measure the curvy objects. So it's correct. Here I have a door. Which is the most suitable tool for measure the length of the door? The ruler or the metric stick? I can use the ruler, but I need many rulers to measure the door, so it's incorrect. It's not the most suitable tool. But can I measure, or can I use the metric stick to measure the length of the door? Yes, because the metric stick, we use it to measure the bigger or longer objects. The last one, I have a house. Can I use the ruler to measure the house? Uh-oh, sure no. We cannot because the ruler, we use it to measure the small things, the short objects, so it's incorrect. But can I use the metal tape measure to measure the length of the door at the house? Yes, because I use the metal tape measure to measure very big objects. Now, can you distinguish between the measurement tools? Yes, I think so. Let's go to our slides and we are here. Now we wanted to use the ruler to measure the length of the crayon because the crayon is a short object. We will put the beginning of the crayon on the zero. Now we will measure the length of the crayon. Look at the counter. It's 12.9 centimeters. So 12.9 centimeters. Here, let's measure the length of the eraser here. Okay, we will measure the length of the eraser. It's 8.5 centimeters. Do you see the counter? Good job. Now we will erase the red lines. Let's go here. How much mass? Solid objects can also be measured by measuring their mass. Do you remember mass? Mass is amount of matter in an object. Mass is amount of in an object. So mass is amount of matter in an object. So we wanted to know the amount of the solid in an object. We use the pound balance to measure the mass of solid objects. Do you remember the pound balance? Yes, we talked in the first term too. The unit of the mass is gram. So the unit of the mass is gram. It's here. How much mass? We have two pound balances and we have here two containers. The left container is heavier or lighter than the right container. Look, the object with more mass goes down. The object with more mass goes down. Here I have the left container is going down. So the left container is heavier than the right container. Look here. We have the elephant and the rabbit. The elephant is heavier than the rabbit. Why? Because the elephant is going down. The rabbit is going up. So, balance here on the left side goes down. On the right side goes up. So the elephant is heavier. How much mass? You can measure the mass of a solid object using a pound balance or a balance. Is a unit of mass. If I wanted to measure how much mass does an eraser have, look here, we will count how many grams here. Each piece is 1 gram. So we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 grams. And you can check your boxes. Okay. Now what is weight? What is weight? We wanted to know more about the weight. And you can also measure solid objects' weight. The weight is how heavy an object is. 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 Or weight is how heavy an object is. Weight is how heavy an object is. What do you like more? Weight is how heavy an object is. Weight is how heavy an object is. Okay, we will choose this one. Weight is how heavy an object is. Do you save it? Weight is how heavy an object is. Let's write weight. 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 Weight is how heavy an object is. Weight is how heavy an object is. So what do you mean by weight? Weight is how heavy an object is. Okay, weight is how heavy an object is. An ounce is a unit of weight. Also, pound is a unit of weight. So 2 units of weight, ounce and pound, ounce and pound. We use the ounces to measure lighter objects, and we use the pounds to measure heavier objects. So if I have these rocks and the feather, which unit we will use? Ounce or pound? Good job! I will use the ounce to measure the feather and pounds to measure the rocks. Why? Because the rocks are heavier objects. Feather is lighter object. So the lighter object I use ounce, and the heavier objects I use pound. We finished our lesson, but I want you to see this picture to check if you understand me. Weight is how heavy an object is. Okay, 2 units of weight, ounces, and pounds. Look at this picture. If I ask you, what is the weight of orange on the first scale? This is the first one. This is the second scale, and this is the third scale. We have 3 scales. The first scale has 3 oranges, and they want us to answer what is the weight of orange on the first scale. Here 0, here half, here 1. 1 pound. So the first picture or the first scale is 1 pound. What is the weight of the orange on the second scale? What is the weight of the orange? Is 0, half, 1, 1.5, 2. 2 pounds. So here 1 pound and here 2 pounds. So what is the weight of the orange on the third scale? Here 0, half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, here 3 pounds. So here the pointer on 1, so it's 1 pound. Here the pointer on 2 pounds, and here the pointer on 3, that's means 3 pounds. So if I ask you, which scale shows the lightest fruit? Is the lightest. But in your book here, they ask you circle the heaviest group of fruit. 1 pound or 2 pounds or 3 pounds is heavier? Sure, 3 pounds. So you have to circle 3 pounds. What is weight? You can measure the weight of solid object using a scale. So I use the scale, this one, the scale, to measure the weight of a solid object. Weight is how heavy an object is. You save it? Yes, we repeated many times. An ounce. An ounce is a unit of weight. Ounces are used to measure lighter objects. Pounds are used to measure heavier objects. Here, Choose an object in your classroom and measure its weight using a scale. What is the weight of the object? Inshallah, we will come back to the school and we will use the scale to measure any object you want. Okay, we finish our lesson, but I want you to revise the two lessons. And inshallah, on Thursday, we will have a virtual class. If you have any question, write your questions and ask me on Thursday. We will not have another lesson for this week. So we finished the science lessons for this week. So be ready for the virtual class, and if you have any question, inshallah, I will answer you. See you later, my lovely boys and girls, and I love you. Yes, I forgot to tell you, please solve the questions here and send the answers on WhatsApp by using your mommy's WhatsApp. Okay, I'm waiting your answers.